Hi Cancer, it's BDevine and welcome to Divine Miracles, and I hope that you will enjoy the messages that are coming through for you for June. We're going to be starting with the Angels of Light from Diana Cooper, and then we're going to move into these tiny little tarot cards which are just so cute. We have to use them today and see what comes through. I also invite you to check your moon and your rising sign, putting it all together about how you feel. You could even look at Venus for love and relationships, perhaps. Whatever you feel comfortable with, but it's a good idea to do that. I also want to invite you to my new Angels and Guides webinar. It's going to be on June 20th, and the link to register is below. You don't want to miss these big webinars. They're not the ones that I do here on YouTube. They're much longer, more detailed, and you get a lot of information and PDFs and support work, etc. with it. So I really do appreciate those who are there, and pretty much a lot of you are there all the time. So I'd really like to see you there again, or if you're new, that you might enjoy learning some new things about the angels and the guides as well, and how they're working with you. Okay, so let's see what message you receive first from your Angels of Light card here. And this is talking about gratitude, okay? All right, so your guidance is to count your blessings. When you say thank you to the universe for its gifts, it responds generously to you. Angel wisdom reminds you to say thank you for all that you have, the intangible as well as the tangible. Whenever you say thank you from your heart, more is bestowed on you, for gratitude is a key to opening the doors to universal abundance. Cultivate an attitude of gratitude and open yourself to receive love and plenty into your life. Your angels will smile on you. And the affirmation is, I'm grateful for everything in my life. And if you watch the manifestation webinar, you'll know that gratitude is the first step to manifesting. There are 4 pretty much main steps to manifesting, and some other exercises that we did as well. But Cancer usually is very grateful anyway. You know, you guys are pretty good at, very, very appreciative of things that come into your life. And maybe you just need to be a little bit grateful for yourself in this world. Grateful for your energy. Maybe it's talking about that. But the more things that you can be grateful for around you, your skin, your hair, having eyes, having ears, these little things that we take for granted, really, really grateful for those things that perhaps others don't have as well. You will start to see in the month of June especially that, things that you've been doing in the past, you begin to be rewarded for them. And it seems to be a little bit of an energy of this going throughout the readings today as well. So I am grateful for everything in my life. Beautiful. Okay, Cancer, let's have a look at your cards. Oops. Make sure these are up the right way. Yep, okay. Oh gosh, they're flipping around, aren't they? Must be important, whatever it is that you need to hear. Okay. Alrighty, Cancer, let's have a look at your cards. Oh, I just checked if these were up the right way. Oh, that one was around the wrong way. Okay, kind of a energy. All right, let me just bring this in. Kind of an energy that came through with the water signs already is this sense of, sort of sick of it all, which obviously is understandable. We're all going through a lot at the moment. And you're kind of sick of it, Cancer, and that's okay. There's things that are coming forward that you're unaware of. There's situations that are changing already behind the scenes. There are things that you may be exhausting yourself with energetically, or there's situations that just don't appear to change, and maybe that has to do with the attitudes of some people around you, and it's like, why am I bothering? Because that person just doesn't get it, no matter what I say. it's like I'm banging my head against a brick wall. That's what it feels like for Cancer right now, like, and you just want some space, and some time out. And you actually need to allow yourself to have that as well, right now. You need to allow yourself to have that little bit of time out, just for yourself to recoup and regather your energy. And there's opportunities that are there, as you can see. There's opportunities that are coming forward, so don't worry. You're not going to miss out on anything. But it's truly time for Cancer to think about themselves instead of everybody else right now. It's of most importance. And this independence streak will be moving through in June. Oops. And you have the King of Swords. Maybe this is the person that is annoying. Maybe this is a boss, or maybe this is a someone who's very controlling in your life, because the King of Swords is the tough boss. He is the employer. He is the person who might be a doctor as well. He might be a lawyer, a doctor, someone in an important government position maybe. And maybe this is just someone who you feel is too demanding of your time, or could be the person that you're like, they just don't know why I'm doing it, they just don't listen. However, there is an interesting fact about this particular card, and that is that it's covered with different butterflies, which is interesting for the King of Swords, because generally he doesn't change his view, and this could be male or female. They just you can't move their energy. They don't change their point of view very, very quickly. But with the butterfly being right there on the arms of the chair and around it, and of course right in the center, it shows me that this person is transforming. So there may have been a situation that felt unmovable, or felt like it was never going to end, or felt like they were never going to get it. Suddenly there's some kind of transformation, and it came from the emotions, and that's fantastic. And maybe this is also sometimes yourself. You go through these transformations, but the first place that it hits you is in the heart space, or something causes you to feel yourself in a certain way, or to feel flat, and then all of a sudden you go through a change. So this is happening. There's grounded energy here, there's communication energy here as well, and there's abilities to lift yourself into a brand new direction. Just don't let yourself be controlled by other people's energy. Don't take it on personally either. Okay, and then this leads you into this major energy here of the Magician. Now you have a crossroads situation, but you also have all the tools that you need to actually make the right decision. One decision that you shouldn't make is to go backwards in your life, or go back to something or someone. It's like if you've broken away from something, then why would you then go back to it? And sometimes, a lot of times, people are just missing that energy, or missing that feeling of feeling safe, or whatever it is. But with the Magician energy, you have the ability and the strength within you to make life-changing decisions, regardless of whether you're doing it on your own or whether the whole group is behind you or not. It's actually more important for you to make these decisions, because the thing is that the Cancer energy tends to second guess themselves a fair bit, because again, it's Cancer energy. It doesn't want to upset apple carts. It wants to believe the best in people. And what can happen is that when that situation, or when someone is not the best, or they're unreliable, or they're not what you thought, or you've believed something for a super long time, and then finally this person says, yeah, well, I was only, I was full of it back then, and here's the truth. You can't believe it, that someone could actually make up such a story, or treat you in the way that they have, and just manipulate in these certain ways. And Cancer's sick of that. But you've been in situations where you've tried to assert yourself in the past, and it doesn't always go too well, because Cancer tends to you can get super angry as well. And it can be really woo for some people. But what you're encouraged to do here with the Magician is remember your inner power and strength. If someone is trying to upset the apple cart or trying to hurt you on purpose, you do not need that person or that energy in your life anymore, and it's okay to let it go. And you're starting to learn this. You can do anything with the Magician card. If there is someone around you that you feel you can't trust, this does imply that you need to trust your instincts as well. Something may not be exactly how it seems, and whatever it is that you've been feeling is right on the money, okay? And finally, the Six of Swords. And you can see with the Six of Swords that there is or has been turbulent waters here, a turbulent situation, and a feeling of needing to get away from it, of course, and maybe just getting away from it all, maybe just taking off somewhere. And it's been very restrictive, hasn't it? Because we haven't been able to go anywhere, or travel anywhere, or get away. You're just not allowed to do it. And things are changing though, and maybe the June energy is you moving away from a place that's just been causing you non-stop chaos and into something that is much, much calmer for you in body, mind, and spirit, of course. And for some of you, you are thinking a lot about people that don't live with you, or people who have been away. And as we know, the same thing is for myself and my husband, is we have children that are not with us, and only one that is, and we're grateful for that. But it is, you are concerned because travel restrictions and all the things that we're going through, is very different for the world. But it looks like in June, there's a lot of lifting of energy, and maybe a lifting of restrictions enable you to go where you need to be. You're also encouraged, Cancer, not to let anything stop you either. If you want to move up in your career, or if you want to change departments, or if you want to work for yourself, don't give up in that. Don't just give in to it as being too difficult or whatever. Keep striving, because you're going to be very successful, Cancer. You have a lot that you're dealing with and a lot of emotions that are coming up. But as you count your blessings, and trust in yourself and your ability to succeed no matter what, you'll have no choice but for that to happen. And you'll start seeing results of this. So listen to your intuition. Someone is going through a transformation. Be open to opportunities that are coming forward for you in June, and be very, very grateful for yourself. But don't be hard on your feelings or your emotions. Don't be hard on yourself. This was another big message for absolutely everybody, was self-worth and being kind and compassionate to who we are, where we've come from, and what we've all been going through together in our own way as well. So congratulations, Cancer, as you move forward, and hope to see you at my webinar. And until the next video, bye for now.